everywhere. We saw a side signature coming out on Bo to great effect. And there's a certain amount of mental conditioning that comes in with Azoth there when you're throwing out kind of the same signature over and over. It makes everyone forget about the rest. Like, yeah, he still has N-Sig, he still has Down-Sig, he has other moves that you just kind of forget about, and then you get so comfy trying to dodge certain signatures that's like, okay, I know he's going to gravity cancel side sig here. I'm going to kind of drift and fall to the left, and then boom, he does N-Sig instead, and now you're gone.
Oof, yeah. I mean, it's the classic misdirection. One signature could be the magician's assistant. Look over there. Don't look at what's up my sleeve. Ooh, Acno, big blasters damage to kick it off.
Here we go. D-Light recovery, not quite connecting on the same person there, but Vipr is able to start it off on one and then hit the other, so definitely not gonna be too mad at that. Zapapy trying to get a hit in here. Acno kind of playing relaxing in the back here. You know, we'll dash in, maybe do X pivot, neutral air or something like that, but for the most part, we'll be very patient and just spot dodge when required.
Yeah, we're seeing him go, oh yeah, recovery caught pretty high up. There it is, off the top, first knockout. Acno looking for second knockout. No, Zapapy finding his way back on stage.
Okay. Zapapy doesn't have a recovery here. Won't get
Damage.
another dodge.
Oh my gosh.
Down airs.
Just an inch away. That was an inch away from taking him out. It started at white.
Oh. Satellite down air. I love that. His dash jump, reverse down air to continue that string there. Acno, a little bit more damage. Vipr trying to get back down. Vipr's taken so much damage. Like, he has been taking a pounding here. Just look at him. Already in the red. This is Jala. Gonna be seeing you sometime soon, but not without a fight, Vipr says. Throwing out that D-Sig. Not enough to KO Blaze. Vipr needs to make some big plays here with that Jala damage to bring this back.
Yeah, it's the Jala damage he needs, but the defense he does not. Especially being on last stock, can't get caught. There's the setup, there's an extra chop, some more damage going out.
Oh, they had a chance for a team combo there, but just unable to line it up quite right. Blaze, whoa, oh my,
okay.
Vipr's the only person who'd be able to get that say down there, dude. Like I feel like that was such a Vipr play. To just know, like most people, when you're that low, they're just focused on getting back to the stage. But Vipr, it's like, I know the stairs gonna hit, I'm gonna be able to recover, I'm just gonna do it. And that's like Vipr as a player, that's his trademark. Being able to see those kinds of risk and take.
I mean, that's the thing.
Oh!
Consistent top 8. Uh-oh. Yo!
Zapapy.
Alright, so now we've got a chance. We've got a chance here. They took out Blaze incredibly efficiently. He's down there. Now it's 3 stocks to 2. You know, you mentioned watch Vipr. He is incredibly damaged. Low defense. He's ready to get knocked out. But if he can hold on, they've got a serious chance here. Acno entering the red.
And I think they all kind of slept on Zapapy for a second. They're all trying to 2v1. They're trying to KO Vipr to force the 2v1. Finally, it happens, but Zapapy was able to get so much damage, but their ability to convert is so strong that it doesn't matter how much damage the Team Red was able to get for the 2v1, because immediately after it became that scenario, the game was over.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them, just because they felt the sand shifting under their feet. They were able to get that leg out, you know, catch their balance again before it could spiral too far out of control.
Man, that was crazy. I love that play from Zapapy, though, getting that very early KO off the right side of the stage with an aggressive unarmed play, man. That's what you got to do. Like, you have to send a statement to the enemy team that you can't just ignore me and dash from my partner. I'm here in the back, and I got backup coming. So we're going to see how game 2 goes here. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on Zapapy and how the blue team decides to interact with him and how much more they're going to try to focus Vipr or not. Because I can see Acno kind of doing the 1v1 with Zapapy right now. Are they going to swap off, or are they going to try to play as more of a cohesive unit?
Yeah, it's really going to depend on how much they're looking to just watch the corners. Oh, the double bow ground pound. Acno needing a save. Blaze couldn't get there in time. So incredibly close. But man, Acno going down that early on a high defense legend like Brawlhalla, that is big.
Oh my goodness, don't sleep on Zapapy, man. Zapapy got that first ground pound over. Oh my god, that's what I was talking about. Opening up other signatures. I saw this kind of toward the end of the last game where he threw out a down sig on Bo, which we hadn't seen yet, and now throwing out that side signature with Axe, which we only saw like once before. It's working.
Yeah, I mean, he is just, adding to his knockout count. Absolutely phenomenal. He's still holding on to 3 stocks, the only one on the field to do so. Zapapy's Azoth looking unreal.
Here we go.
Looking unliving right now, taking another stock. But the Lich Lord, he always resurrects. There he is, back in the mix.
Yeah, that's right. Like, was he ever living? If you really think about it, he's the Walking Dead man.
That's a good question.
Ooh. Okay, Ensig hits there. Another Ensig gonna whiff. Vipr looking for that KO on Blaze. Blaze has so much damage though that I'm like, why go for Ensig? Just neutralite or something. Anything will KO, or he'll just KO himself. Looks like that's gonna work out there for Vipr, and now they're looking for the KO onto Acno. D-Light and Light will KO from Zapapy. The neutral air almost enough. Another one will for sure do it. Looking for the hit there. D-Light recovery just for the sauce. He didn't need to do that. He didn't even need to do that.
Out of here. Didn't need to, but you know what? Like you said, sometimes it's just about sending a message. Oh, an Acno message received, reply sent. You are gone.
That was quick turnaround here. For a moment, it felt like things were shifting into the favor of the red team, and just like this, starting off with a beautiful letter from Acno, things have turned around.
Damage going out. Acno playing the corner game, sneaks back on stage. Yeah, he's going to be looking to make effective use of the maximum range, the side light, the side air. He just doesn't want to get caught in everybody's last stock.
Top needs to be careful here. Vipr used to cover him. He's getting back on stage. Oh, that was almost a conversion, luckily for Zapapy, or maybe not so lucky. Gets caught again anyway. Vipr, though, has been known to do these. Doesn't matter how much damage he has. Is anyone that you think who can do a 2v1 comeback? Vipr is definitely one of the names that comes to mind first.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, oh my gosh, the weapon toss interrupting the signature. It was a little bit of friendly fire. Vipr able to survive there, but man, he cannot take, like, even just one medium hit.
Like, if you do this, Vipr, I'm just going to say how. There's so much to look out for here. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Blaze and Acno, man. Absolutely crazy. Now they're up 2-0 in the set.
That was some good stuff there coming out from Acno and Blaze. I mean, Zapapy and Vipr, though, man, it's tough because I felt like at the end of that game one, you could feel momentum shifting a little bit in the favor of the red team, and then I felt like in that game two, there was a moment again where it seemed like they were going to take control, grab the game by the reins, and then Acno just immediately shut it down. It's like that one kid in your like high school classroom who's the class clown and he's always making jokes, and there's that one strict teacher that can just get him to shut up before he even gets to get a joke out. Like that's what Acno was in that game.
Jeez, man, yeah, there's no other way to say it. He's just so incredibly good. I mean, he's the one that's running the scene right now as far as your European 1v1 and 2v2. Like, he just keeps taking tournament after tournament after tournament. Absolutely crazy. But you know what? Vipr, he makes consistent top 8s, even though this is a bit of a new construction for them. Because I'm looking at his previous team, it was Cake and Vipr. So Zapapy, a little bit new in the mix. They might be, looking to still button up a couple things, cracks in the seams that you wouldn't notice until this top 8 stage.
Now, Crystal Temple is the choice as well. One of the more unpopular stages in the competitive meta, making its debut here today for game number 3. We're going to see how it works out here. Acno. Oh, this is a terrible spot to be for the red team, especially if you do that. We'll be seeing your friendly fire to start off game 3. Zapapy definitely going to be in his head about that. Hopefully doesn't allow it to shake him up too much because they need a comeback to make here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, game 1, Blaze and Acno absolutely had control. Like, they had a decent lead the entire time. Game 2, so incredibly close. So when you're bringing it back, you're stemming that momentum, you're really looking, all right, we cannot make any mistakes in game 3 here. But, man, that's just kind of how it's been starting out.
Oh, no. This is sad. This is just kind of, you're watching it, and they're destroying each other, Granted, nice turnaround there from Zapapy, able to find a KO. aren't so far behind that they can't bring this back. But they've just had an onslaught of mistakes at the start of this game that, you know, for a lot of them may feel like they never even got a chance to really try their heart out. I mean, Vipr just threw his stock away. And you know he didn't mean to do it, but you can tell they got in their own heads there. They felt like they needed to make some big plays. They messed up a bunch, and it kind of just snowballed and spiraled from there, right? You're like, oh, I got to fix it. I got to fix it. I got to try super hard to fix it. And then you just break it even more. Acno and Blaze just need to get the stock off Zapapy.
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, you know, we mentioned those kind of mistakes that happen, but it's like when you're going up against a team like Blaze and Acno, you can't even afford to make small mistakes. So large ones like that, they will absolutely pounce on them. And that's why we're looking at a speedrun record here for this. Up off the top, the combo. Blaze and Acno moving on. The 3-0 victory over Zapapy and Vipr. That is still winner's bracket, though. Zapapy and Vipr, they have another shot to make it through this tournament.
And one thing I want to point out is that in that game, Vipr and Zapapy did about, Vipr did 200 damage. Like, Vipr normally does a lot more damage than that. Everybody knows that. But neither of them hit 300 damage. But even in Blaze was at 299 damage and Acno was at 389. They didn't hit them much at all. They really did just kind of self-destruct, and Acno and Blaze were just kind of like, okay. I mean, sure, we'll take it, but we'll see how they do on the loser side.